Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It is time now for Legally Speaking with Buckfire Law Firm. We are here with attorney Bob Lancey. Thank you so much for joining us. It's great to see you, attorney.
Good morning, Colette. Thanks for having me.
You are welcome. You know, it's really sad to think about this, but it's been 2 months since the failure of the Midland dams and the devastating floods. Is it too late for victims who suffered any damage to file a claim, Attorney Lancey?
Yes, so the answer is no, it's not too late. There has been a lot of discussion about, the early notice period, a 45-day period that might have applied to some of the claims, but the bottom line is that there are other claims outside of those notice periods that were discussed early on that clients are able to seek compensation through. So the answer is no, it's not too late, that we continue to sign up cases on a daily basis.
And you've been helping and dealing with a lot of families, Attorney Lancey. Now, of all the damage that's been filed, what's the biggest challenge that these families and businesses are facing right now, would you say?
Right. So right now it really comes down to money. At this point, most of the families have figured out alternate living arrangements and things of that sort, but the rebuilding process requires money. And so, what I've found with a lot of our clients is that their ability to secure home equity lines of credit has been hampered, and really it's been hampered by the fact that the valuation of their properties has come in so low that some haven't been able to actually secure financing that will allow them to start the rebuilding process.
Now, I know people who have this concern. A lot of victims who have filed insurance claims or received some aid from FEMA, are they still eligible to be part of these lawsuits?
Great question, and the answer is yes, that whether or not clients have secured insurance proceeds for portions of their damage, or whether they've applied for and received some aid from FEMA, that has absolutely no impact on their ability to join the class action lawsuits or any of the lawsuits that have been filed.
Now, how about the victims who didn't suffer any direct damage, but really have a lot of loss in property value because of their lakefront property? It's now on an empty lake. Now, do they have a claim? Can they file a claim?
They absolutely can, and we represent a lot of clients who have just that, where thankfully the water did not breach their homes, didn't get into their homes, and at this point their main component of loss is the value in their properties. So even they are entitled to seek compensation for that loss, and we're representing a lot of people who are in that same experience.
Yeah, Attorney Lancey, now we talk a lot about homeowners. Can they also receive compensation?
Absolutely. So we represent a lot of renters, and those clients have lost their personal effects, and so that is fully compensable in this litigation. And some of our clients have lost everything, clothing, their electronics, vehicles, things of that sort.
Now, it's pretty vital for people and victims to reach out now as opposed to waiting. Why is that so important?
Sure. So, that's true in my mind with any litigation that we handle, and I always say the sooner the better. For us, it's a matter of being able to investigate individual clients' claims. In this case, there's a lot of different aspects of damages for them, the property valuations, the personal property loss, and the sooner that we're able to gather that information, the better. No sense in waiting. The time, it does fly when you're in a litigation process like this, and again, the sooner the better.
And let's talk money, Attorney Lancey. If someone wants to join a lawsuit, do they have to pay any legal fees?
Right. So there are no attorney fees unless we're able to recover on their behalf, and there are no costs for us to get started on the process. And so we have attorneys and intake coordinators. They're standing by to take calls the process itself is really quite easy to make the call, to gather some basic information from each individual, and then then we do the follow-up that's necessary directly with each client.
So to get involved in the lawsuit, it's basically easy. The first step is make the call.
Absolutely true, and like a lawyer here at the office will take your call, or one of our intake coordinators, and the process is really quite easy.
Anything else, Attorney Lancy, that you want to stress to people who may be deciding if they're going to file a claim or not?
Yeah, so I've heard from several people in the last week. At least one of those is a family friend, and they were still kind of on the fence about getting involved, and I continue to encourage everyone to pick up the phone and get involved, and if at the end of the day they don't have any compensable damages, we'll let them know, but better to find out now rather than wait.
Thank you, Attorney Lancy, for calling in. You are definitely a refreshing source, and the valuable information are going to help so many of our residents out there. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me, Colette. I appreciate the time.
You are welcome. And for more information about today's topic, please check out the Hot Links page on WNEM.com.